of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason. And that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They are led. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 16 carries, 60 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 39, Minshew. He completes it to Westbrook. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of
11 yards there, first down.
Jaguars.
Here's Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark.
Minshew.
7 yards to pick up there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Again, the ball carrier. He was brought
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
first carry for Raquel Armstead. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Minshew. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And it'll be 4th down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Now we get our first peek at the Ravens offense, and at the helm, of course, the most valuable player of the NFL in 2019, Lamar Jackson.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Down at the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
This time Jackson will throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Jackson going to run. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Right at midfield. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Complete. He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture. in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is Hill. He's got it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Quincy Williams on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that will be incomplete.
Jackson.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Off play action, it's Minshew. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Minshew with a give to Fournette. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Jaguars.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Ravens nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
Minshew sets to throw. And finding Keelan Cole. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Ready? 10 over.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. This has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Lambo is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Jaguars 10, Ravens nothing.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Ravens offense back out there. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And now the 2nd active leading rusher in the NFL, it's Adrian Peterson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 20.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
on the tackle.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions, in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
Now Leonard Fournette. Tackled by Calais Campbell, who was an all-pro with these Jaguars. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the 1st down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Now Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Calais Campbell racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Minshew, the throw taken in by Cole. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
15 yards. But it's now 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble.
Lamar Jackson sacked. Fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0.
Ravens nothing.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 27.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
So I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 70th catch for him on the year. And like so many others, this goes for a first down. To throw again is Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And Jackson throwing once more. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Baltimore.
Jackson will throw again. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Gardner Minshew and the Jags ready to go on offense once again. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. Odell Beckham, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Texans have the lead in that one. Will Fuller, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. The Bills trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Flushed out right, and he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Intended.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
45-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews.
Another
12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. They'll hand it off now, Hill. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
Baltimore Raven. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Out of the gun is Minshew. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Minshew's pass intended for Keelan Cole.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles, and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here comes Grant on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson from the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd
from the gun. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
13.
kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and
from the gun, Minshew to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Brought down at the 30.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Minshew on the slant. This is Chark. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. The open man is Chark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Jaguars.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Minshew sets to throw. Out to Cole on the right side. And he'll go down at the 28.
Complete to Keelan.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
To throw again on second down. Minshew, he'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at third and goal. Here's Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And Minshew will throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Keeps the score. Ravens 21.
And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
to throw again. Jackson. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Again, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. It's Edwards. And a short gain here down to the 22. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
For the field goal, a 35-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And it will push the lead up to 5.
Ravens 24, Jaguars 19.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Minshew. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Now, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Minshew on target here to Chark. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
This is Fournette. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Again, it's Fournette. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
Solid carry there by Leonard Fournette, and last year he achieved his career high in rushing yards with nearly 1,200. Ranked 4th in the AFC, 7th in the NFL. Loves to carry the football and gets stronger as the game goes on.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, it's Edwards, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On second down now, it's Edwards. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. On second down, it's Edwards. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Baltimore, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move in zone.